What is going on YouTube? What is going on Red Sector fans? Now we are going to talk about the solos and my thoughts. Obviously solos was out over the weekend and for me personally, I enjoyed it. I thought it was tons of fun. It was a lot better than playing solo duos, random duos, as playing like that can be super difficult at times, especially when the SBMM kicks in. Don't know if this game has it, but to me, some games are super sweaty and some games are super botty. So yeah, I'm just gonna give you my thoughts on what I think should be improved, what shouldn't, what should stay the same. Personally, most of it should stay. However, vehicles are an issue. For me, seat swapping in things like helicopters are still a problem. It's super annoying, especially when the gunner in the chopper seems to be really overpowered. I feel like there maybe should be a massive delay for when you are swapping seats, because let's be honest, I don't know if you've ever tried to shoot someone out of the gunner when they've swapped seats. It is not easy. If they're in the little car gunner, then yeah, it is easy to get them, but in the chopper gunner, for some reason, it is super hard to eliminate them.
I can't even see him.
So I'd like them to keep it in, but I feel like they should put a massive delay on all vehicles seat swapping, and that goes for the other little helibird as well. When helicopters are bouncing off the floor, they should be taking huge amounts of damage, surely. That little helibird seems to absolutely tank damage when it hits any sort of surface, any building. It makes it kind of skillless if you think about it. It's supposed to be a skillful thing to do, is to fly the choppers. But I enjoy them being in the game because half of the time they are helping you. Maybe against tanks. Tanks should stay. I don't mind the tanks being in. But yeah, they seem to help against tanks. They get rid of a lot of the tanks, I've found, when they are flying around. Free kill for them, I guess, and just helping rest of the lobby. So I'd like them to stay in the game, but just nerf how they are when they're hitting objects and they're trying to smash your building and destroy your building, or they're smashing it off the ground. That just doesn't seem realistic and viable to me, especially when they're jumping out on you. A few times people have jumped out on me, the helicopter's blown up, and other times it's not. Tanks, again, I think if you are wanting to use a tank, the refills around the map should only refill your ammo. I don't think that's the whole point of engineer, right? Engineer repairs. So from my view, if your vehicle is damaged, you should be repairing it by yourself. It should not be going towards a repair station and then you get full health instantly, or you sit on the repair station while you're getting shot and you're not taking any damage. I think that's kind of cheesy. I think they should change that. Refill the ammo, I'm happy with that, but the whole point of engineer is to repair. There's no other reason to have the blowtorch other than the safecrackers, right? What else would I change about solos? Gas. Every end zone that I had literally had gas thrown out on it. and it's just a bit too much, a bit too long.
Yeah, I just
I don't mind the gas getting put out, but I think it lingers a bit way too long.
I think I just heard him in that corner.
Cut it in half maybe. It feels like the gas is out for at least 2 solid minutes that you're in it, and by the time that's been put out, you've used your gas mask. You can't see anything. There's obviously fake players popping up on your screen, fake footsteps going on. You can't see anything, you can't see anyone. You may get lucky to see someone's outline,
Don't be scared, chicken
but
nugget.
you also may get unlucky and someone can see yours. I like the idea, good idea, don't think it's executed properly. I feel like if it's a gas, everyone should be taking damage, surely. Of some sort. You can't. Oh, yeah, that's it. You can't. You can't. If you are in the gas, you have took so much damage. Say I've took, I don't know, I've got 10 health left. I've not used my gas mask used up. My health will not regen then until my gas mask has
Yeah, he just got killed.
come back and I put it on. Then my health will regen. I don't think that should be a thing. Especially end zone. When there's buildings collapsing and all sorts. You are literally one bullet then. I don't think that's fair. I mean, I guess it kind of makes you have to potentially tactically use your gas mask. But at what point is it tactically when you can hear... when you're in final zone and there's all sorts of footsteps and noises going around?
I think that was him.
Is it better to just see and have health gen, or is it better to not see and
that's behind me.
and tactically use it when you get, I don't know, 10 health so it can regen later on?
These fucking things
I would also probably change the fact that every time I opened a box,
you can play solo,
a supply box,
came live today.
there was never a rocket in it.
Where are you?
I think I picked up the good rocket that I'm not too sure what it's called. The auto guided once in my entire session playing over the weekend, and I picked it up off someone's body. I very rarely got a rocket launcher. Every box that I picked up seemed to have anti-air stuff, and some of them had weapons in. Not too sure why that was. It kind of feels like that they said that they were doing battlefield testing in the labs for solos. They definitely have not done any testing. They have just rocked up with a game and put it in, because it feels exactly like duos. Everything is the same. The amount of tanks that there were, as you can see, I just picked that up. Picked a rocket launcher up off someone's body. That might have been what I was talking about.
Not get cold in there?
It feels like they've not done any testing and they've told us that they have. So, kind of fake news, really. I don't know why this went out in the first place, because it's tons of fun. It brings in lots of players. Nobody wants to play solo duos or random duos, people who know mics. As I'm quite an aggressive player, I like to push. I see something, I want to push it. Now, if you're not going to do that with me, then I'm either going to struggle and die, then you're going to be on your own, or you follow me and we do it together. But the odds are the random isn't on that skill level or isn't at that play style. They might like to sit back and snipe, or they might like to get in the vehicles and roam around in the vehicles, which is fair enough. But now solos was out, I was in my element. Everything I saw, I just pushed. So I'm hoping that they bring it out again soon. As you can see, 20 left and I'm on 9 kills. I think my best kill game was 19. during the weekend. I would also say I feel like support is null and void. It doesn't really help you in solos that much compared to other operators. In squads, obviously it helps because you get pouches, you can get extra plates, so you can drop plates for your teammates. The revives are quicker, so maybe implementing another form of
How are you not dead there?
skill set for support
How are you not dead there?
solely for solos,
This is
which
my
would
bounty
be,
as well,
I don't know, maybe you had a self revive. I think that'd be a good implement. The only way you could have the self revive is
He knows
if
where
you
I
were support,
am.
obviously. I think that would be a great idea, great addition, but it would be for solos only. I think putting it
Give him a
to
little bit of a goose
quads or
chase.
whatever would be obviously too
Using
much.
a DMR too.
You could implement it, I guess, to other modes, but definitely for solos, support needs some love in terms of perks and its abilities.
Terrible player.
The most, I think, the most used when I was most used
Let's get his plates, sir.
operator, I was
Yes. So for this
Um,
weekend, Cox, I think. From
the
what I
Salt.
know of.
And then the second most I used was
Yeah, I think we hold this so we can see players better.
engineer. I think I preferred engineer because I could get rid of the vehicles a lot quicker. They've still not sorted out the zones, which,
Nice and easy, nice and easy.
in terms
Maybe
of the
check,
loudness
maybe
of the
check.
zone, I think it's way too
Mate, there's
much.
a fucking shank, son.
Way too loud, can't hear anything, also can't see anything. I'm more bothered about not being able to hear, especially if you're getting stuck on edge of zone by a player. This isn't a game where you can sit inside of a zone and camp it out because of how destructible all the buildings are. If someone sees you, they're gonna rocket launch your building. They're gonna airstrike you, and you've no choice then but to move and keep moving. So I feel like the zone should be nerfed in terms of the loudness, maybe visually. You do see a lot of players hugging the zone
Over this. I'm pushing him anyway.
because how open and hard it is to
Now he's come back for that
hold down a building. In terms of weapons, what would I change in terms of weapons? Maybe the metas. I feel like there's not many metas. I feel like if you're not sniping, it's the SOR or it's the KTS. Out of all the guns that you could use, there's about, I don't know, 15 weapons potentially. And there's only one AR and one LMG that you can use other than a sniper. Could probably use a DMR, depends how good you are. The SVDM. But then again, you use a lot of bullets. You need a lot of sniper bullets. So maybe just tweaking certain things. Maybe less recoil but less damage. You know, nerf the damage of it. I'd be happy with. See, open a box right there and it's empty. Now this is my first win, as you are spectating, and I'm going to let it roll on. Please let me know your thoughts and your feelings on solos, whether you enjoyed it or not. There was a lot of camping. There was a lot of back shots going on. But all in all, I enjoyed it. If you have liked this video, guys, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Helps me massively. Yeah. We are live every day on all platforms.
How good is
If you
SOLOS
do want
first
to get
game, guys?
involved
Sorry,
in
I'm trying to look
viewer games, join the Discord. I play with viewers on an evening. Yeah.
I think he just got killed. Doing something rogue. Let's go. Up we go. I'm rogue as hell. Okay, that didn't get him. Whoa, that was weird. Couldn't get on him. How do we know how many's left? You don't, yeah. Will I be playing the new Blackout? I will be, bro. Okay, that... What?! Oh, one! Did I win? Did I win? Wait, did I just win? I won! What? GG's, guys, let's go! I thought I killed myself with the airstrike. Let's go. First win. Bosh. How many kills were that? 16. Easy peasy.